Kirk, despite the lopsidedness in some critical areas of stats, you win the game, but you also ran the football. And in the end, it looks like physically you wore Indiana down a little bit with Albert Young and Damian Sims.
It took some time. They really set their defense to stop the run. We knew it was going to be a challenge, but we stuck with it, and I thought our guys really came through in the fourth quarter.
Albert Young continues to blossom as the complete player.
He really has done a great job. He's a good running back. We all know that, but he's a good job. Does a good job with the ball under his arms after receiving. Has excellent hands.
Almost broke this one all the way, 53 yards total. He had 200 all-purpose yards on the day. And Matt Malloy, one of those guys filling in for Ed Hinkle. Great drive after the catch here.
Matt's had a really tough year from a physical standpoint. He's done a lot of great things in the past for us, catching the football and playing on special teams. So great to get him back involved.
Clinton Solomon caught 3 of Drew Tate's 12 completions for 79 yards. He's learning how to break away from tacklers too, isn't he?
He is. He's playing tougher and stronger with each week. And again, you know, there's 2 seniors. We need all of our seniors playing their best football.
Look at this tremendous blocking. Albert Young, hardly a glove on him. He races 31 yards for the score. It's 14-0 at the end of the first period.
That was a good start, and you know, a good mix of the run and pass, and thought we really came out ready to play.
Coach, we go to the end of the first half. You're up 14-7, and here's a pass play from Drew to Scott Chandler. Ruled complete, then incomplete, then review overruled it. It was a big play, 22 yards, sets up a Schlicker field goal that got you to a 10-point lead at the intermission.
It really was, Gary. We were going to burn a timeout if we needed to get it reviewed, hopefully, and you know, Scott was very confident that he had made the catch cleanly.
17-7 at the half, then you stop them to start the third period. And almost on a broken play, Drew, that great peripheral vision, finds Solomon wide open behind the defense.
Protection broke down a little bit there at the end. Drew spun out of there and found Clint loose down in their end zone.
Here's Albert on a 26-yard run after Indiana had gotten to within 3. This is in the fourth quarter now. 26 yards, again, good blocking along the way.
Good blocking up front. Now throwing to our receivers are really doing a great job getting in there and digging out safeties. That really helps you get the long run.
Good point. Albert with 134 yards on 26 carries. And Damian Sims continues to build on his per carry average.
I guess we don't want to give him too many touches a game, but he seems to have that knack for the big play.
Well, this sealed the deal, and the offense came up big when it was needed most, because the defense seemed to be bailing you out on a lot of fronts. Abdul Hodge blows this play up. He had 18 tackles, the leading tackler on the day.
Abdul just continues to play extremely well for us. Chad the same way. We have 2 very active inside linebackers.
Matt Kroll with one of your 12 tackles for loss. The Hawks also came up with 3 sacks. Here's a great knockdown by Adam Shada. More pass breakups today, Kirk, and Shada had a career-high 13 tackles.
You know, Adam, you know, we knew he was going to be called upon. He knew that and did a great job. Had a good week of practice. I thought he competed real well out there.
Of course, the All-American Chad Greenway led the Hawks with 3 tackles for loss, 14 overall on the afternoon. This guy just keeps making big play after big play.
Again, both he and Abdul just, I think, give us an awful lot in terms of production, also in terms of leadership and energy on the field.
Abdul showing his close down speed. He and Ed Miles, another tackle for loss on Chris Taylor, who's a big back at 220 pounds.
He's a big, strong guy and a senior that is very, very dependable.
Great interception by Adam Shada. He and Jovan tied for the team lead now with 2 each. This was right after Sims had fumbled the kickoff.
So they came at a great time there. We needed a big play at that point, Gary.
How about Jovan Johnson? Almost 60 punt return yards today, Coach, and three kick returns.
He's really stepped in. Darryl, I thought, had a great scheme today. We went after him with a little bit of pressure and then also had the return set up. He's, you know, did a great job filling in for Ed, and our blocking was very good.
This is a big field goal for Kyle at the end of the first half. Gave you some badly needed momentum going into the locker room at the intermission. And Kyle's 9 for 10 on the year.
Kyle's really doing well. We got off to a good start there in the first quarter, stalled a little bit, so those points were big, not only in terms of the 3 points, but also just getting our guys to feel a little bit better at halftime.
Once again, the Hawks get the lead right away and hang on to it for the entirety of the game, winning at 38-21.